No more
Yes,
laughing.
exactly. As I try to find the, stray hairs on my shirt. Because I'm like, I catch something out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, what? Like I'm shedding like a dog.
Actually, you can't tell, but my coat is covered in Missy fur.
Oh yes. Well, yeah.
Absolutely covered in it.
Yeah, this week we had to go down to Connecticut and hi Anita and because one of my husband's high school friends passed away, so we went down for the funeral. We stayed at my daughter's house on Wednesday night, and on Thursday morning we got dressed, and he goes, "Are your parents free?" I said, "Probably." He goes, "Do you want to go?" Because of course we're wearing dark clothes, and there is a German Shepherd Husky. So we tore out of their house as quickly as we got dressed and went to my parents, and they're like, "Oh, it's so nice to see you." I said, "Well, we came here so we didn't get dog fur." So yes,
Husky fur is real. It is.
yes.
And Missy is blowing her coat for the spring, so it's
It's
literally
that time.
tumbleweeds across my house. It's
Mhm.
just everywhere.
Yes, exactly.
What do you do?
The dog walks by, and you're like 2 feet from it, and you are like a magnet. That's exactly what it is.
Pretty much. Yeah, I was standing at the bus stop to pick up Zoe from the school bus, and there's another
Yeah.
mom there, and she always has her littlest girl with her. And the little girl had a little stuffed dog, and she was playing with it, and she's like, "This dog sheds." I was like, "Oh, that's good. Mine does too." And she looked at me, she's like, "Wow, your dog sheds a lot." Oh, did it? Like, yeah, she does.
Absolutely, yes.
Kids are so honest.
Oh, kids are honest and brutal.
Oh yeah.
Well, hi,
So how's it
everybody.
going? It's been a minute, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's been like a little over a month.
Look, it's 2025.
I know.
That's the excuse for this year
Yeah.
is it's 2025.
Yep. We're just, like it's like dartboards going, you available this weekend? No, you? Are you available next weekend? No, you. It's been crazy.
It has.
Um and I'm thinking I have like a few weekends free in April.
I might be in April too.
Like, I know next weekend we have guests. They were supposed to be here last weekend. But
Yeah,
oh yeah.
that's the excuse. It's 2025.
Yeah. It's
I can't predict
2025
anything.
and it's already past mid-March. Like holy crap.
Yeah.
It's like blink and it's gone. But I have been, exceptionally good at writing. Sorry.
Hey,
My husband is talking in the other room and it's like I might have to close the door. Um,
so you've been good with writing. You've gotten a lot done.
yes. I've gotten two books and a bonus scene finished, and they're with the editor now. And
Okay.
they're full books. Like one of them's 70,000, one of them's a little over 60,000. So it's yes, I finally found the retirement groove.
All right.
And I think it's all going to go to hell in a handbasket come May when we when we open the beach.
Let's hope not. But
Well,
positive vibes here. Positive vibes.
either that or I just say, okay, from October to May 1st, I write. And then the other times I play because, we got,
You're allowed to enjoy your retirement. You are.
yes. And we bought a boat, so we have to go out on the water
Yes.
and catch fresh fish like we used to, which will be good because we've had this carving table in our trailer for what, 10 years, I think, that has not been used. He has
Oh,
not caught a fish since he bought the damn
oh my
thing.
goodness.
Actually, it was probably more than 10 years, but
Well, you've got to
that's
use
just
it
the
then.
swag.
You
Yeah,
have
exactly.
everything. Do it.
Exactly. It's just dusty. But I'm happily writing, so that's a good thing. Happily
Okay.
creating. And it's amazing. I used to think I wrote fast before, but with no real day job, it sort of makes it nice and easy. The only thing is at 5 o'clock, if I'm still on my computer, my husband bitches because I had said
Okay.
I will work during normal business hours.
Fine.
Evenings and weekends are yours.
And good on him for keeping you to a schedule.
Yes, yes. And he's like, you still have that thing? It's not the
Lock out, Jane.
yeah. It's like, but, and I'm like, no, I can put a pin in it and wait until tomorrow. It's like,
There you go.
even if I'm mid scene,
Well, that's good.
I finish the
Good.
sentence and then I stop.
Good. I'm glad you found your writing group.
Well, I never had this kind of discipline before
Because
because
you
I
were
only
doing it
had,
so many different ways that,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Exactly. So it's been nice. And in the evenings, if he's watching sports, I read. Or I go downstairs and get annihilated by him on the pool table. And not in the fun way.
PG, Jane, PG.
Yeah. No, it's not PG. We're not PG. It's after 8. Yeah.
So,
So
you know, we have news this week to talk about.
yes, yes. I
Do
think
we bring
everybody
up,
has news.
do we bring up the elephant in the room now?
Yes. 43 books worth for me.
Oh, I got
At
31
least
on my list.
at least that's how I counted on my phone as I was scrolling, so it could be more. I just was,
And mine
scrolling and
isn't
counting.
just my books. Mine is any compilation I've been into, it looks like.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah, I
I've seen,
did.
there were 31 results on my list.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
for those who don't know, it's been all over social media this week that LibGen, which is a pirate book database, was used by Meta to train their AI. And it includes there's a free search tool that you can search to see if your works have been included in this training. And I've seen, some authors say only one book of theirs, some authors say all of their collection. Like it seems to be random whose book and how many books, but it seems like all of us have been touched by this. And it's really disheartening. Like we were talking about it pre-show, like this sucks. And what do we do about it?
And well, I mean, the pirate stuff, it's so pervasive because, and these are the same type people who get the freebies and don't want to spend money on anything else. So
True.
it's very annoying in that respect. So they're not going to spend the money, so they go to the go to the pirate sites. Yes, squirrel. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I wanted to make sure the link was up for
Yes.
anybody who's watching.
Yeah. Yeah. That sort of. I was like, what's going on over here?
All right, just me doing the links. It's okay.
Yep. It's like squirrel, squirrel. So,
So yeah, back to what we were saying. What are we supposed to do with this? I mean, yes, we can all be outraged,
yep.
but what goes on after that? There are class action lawsuits, sure. We all know what class action lawsuits end up doing. You get like 50 cents and
Yep.
I'm sorry letter, and that's it. Like there's no real payback for them using your work.
Right. I mean, it's not even, you wouldn't even get the 35 cents that you would get for a 99-cent book. And Yeah, I just saw somebody say sue them. Well, you know, you have to have money to sue, but Authors Guild is already, has a lawsuit, um, and single suits cost lots of money. So it's like, okay, yeah,
Sorry, just posting the link again.
yeah, I get it. Yes.
So
So,
yeah,
and we're this is one of the reasons why I'm not in Kindle Unlimited either, because pirate sites are the bane of that existence, especially, because Amazon doesn't recognize them as pirate sites. They recognize you as in the wrong.
oh yeah, and that's a whole difference,
Right.
of piracy. You can get your site, your account
You're
banned.
banned. Yes, and you can't sell books on the biggest bookseller there is for indie authors. So, yes, but it's just, and I know I've seen some of the very strong proponents against AI from the artist's perspective, kind of saying we told you so to the authors, but
Yeah.
it's like,
I've also seen positives from the author
right,
side on AI as well. It's like basically, where is the line?
right,
Because anybody who uses Pro Writing Aid or Grammarly or any of that, you're also using AI to
right,
assist you. And we look at those as positives. But if
right,
you use something that assists you with writing more, or you use just AI to generate everything, that becomes a negative. What
right,
if you're using it as a midway? Let's say you've already written something and you're using AI to help refine something. Is that a positive or a negative? And it's such a blurry line of,
right.
of what's good, what's bad. But I think
Yes,
this one falls completely on the negative. They're training based on our work without our permission.
right, right. And what is Meta is training, but what is Meta's purpose for the AI? Are they just using it to answer, to answer questions through their tool sets, or how are they using it? That's the rub here. Yes, they've stolen our work, used it to train. Yes. I
And
mean,
what they say they're going
I,
to use it for today may not be the same thing as they use it for tomorrow.
exactly, exactly. And a lot of people are saying, okay, I'm going to put this in my copyright. Some of the books already had it in their copyright. Yes,
Yep, Anita's
yes,
got it there. She says, for those who aren't
yes,
watching this right now, there's a difference from machine learning AI and generative AI, and it's the generative AI and the unethical training that's causing the issue. Absolutely.
right. Yes, yes, that is
Yeah.
the rub.
And define unethical training legally. Yeah. We're in such a big gray area with AI.
I mean, it's just like using Google. Well, and I do this when I'm stuck on a word or stuck on my fallback words. I want to find different ways of saying the same thing, and
Sure.
I'll put that into Google, or
Sure.
I'll put that in. I um you know um Pro Writing Aid doesn't do it very well to give you alternate
No, it
alternative
doesn't.
words.
No, it doesn't.
So I go out to Google and I'm like, okay, how, give me an array of ways of saying this. I go
Well, it's using
through
it the
it.
source. That's not
Give me
generating.
something more fresh. Yes.
It's
Yeah.
pulling from, the source.com. It's
Right.
pointing you to the right direction to find the material you want versus generating new
Right.
material from your input.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I've used Copilot in the same way. I have, okay, here's the phrase, give me alternative phrases that say the same thing,
Mhm.
because I want to see what choices I have. My brain sometimes just freezes on things, and I have an awful time using the same phrase over and over in my first drafts.
And also,
I have my crutches.
no, and I agree with you. And that's kind of where I always assumed
Mm.
AI would be a good helper
Yeah.
versus, completely writing something out for you. When you're like, here's the material, help me spruce it up, give me some alternatives.
Yep.
You're still working in tandem with it to find other words.
Yep.
You're not just saying, give me all the words.
Right. Right. Or you write a sentence and it's clunky and you go, smooth this out. They're using your words, but they're ordering
Mhm.
it in a way that, okay, my brain was not functioning enough to do that.
Happen, which absolutely
yes,
does happen.
yes, yes, yes. And as a tool set in that manner, I think it's okay.
Which is what it was ultimately designed
right,
for, I
right.
think, was to be the assistant, not to be the generator of all,
To be the
creativity.
assistant, not the writer.
Yes.
Yes, to help you edit and refine, but not to write the words.
But what it's ultimately doing at this point is it's taking that step into the creator role.
Right.
And it's edging a lot of people out of that role too because of it.
Right. I mean, thinking of generative AI or AI with pictures,
Mhm.
I can see if you want the reflection of something on a lake that you have the picture of, you can like flip it. It's
Mhm.
almost, I mean, you can even do that in, Photoshop or whatever, but
It can do it faster.
it can do it faster and crisper and all that.
Mhm.
As long as it's your own thing that you're trying to do that with. I don't have as much issue with it if it's your own assets that you're doing that. But if you're saying create from this prompt, that's a little different.
Mhm. But we're still talking about very blurred lines though, because
Yes.
it from one step to the next
Mhm.
is not that far.
Right.
And what it's doing in order to generate that stuff is it's being trained on what came before.
Yes.
You want a picture of a lady in the lake with the reflection. It's looking at other pictures of ladies and lakes and
Yep.
reflections and going, okay, here's the amalgamation of that.
Yep.
So it's taking from what was created before to do it. So it lacks the soul of the creator, so to speak, but it's still producing almost equal or sometimes even better than.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is very scary.
Yes.
And a lot of what Meta has done is taken from other creators, all the authors, all the books that it's gotten without our permission, what it's going to do with them. And what it says it's going to do today versus what it's going to do tomorrow is, two different things.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. You think of the robots that are being programmed now. I mean, even the Tesla cars are programmed. They use satellite, but still, they are programs that drive itself. The Roomba vacuums, yes, those are helpful. I'd rather have them, That's the type of stuff we want AI for.
That was what we wanted. We wanted Rosie the robot from the
Yes,
Jetsons.
exactly. The one who cooks, the one who cleans. Yes.
Yes, Anita. It's generic, but it's getting better though is the problem.
Yes.
It's like all computing stuff. It's getting better like exponentially, which is where we hit the scary point.
Yes.
And yeah, DARPA's got some scary stuff. We don't want not even going into that. But yes, and we don't even know like the capability that's been hidden from us. We only know the public side of these things. But anything computer related grows exponentially.
Yes.
So what it can do today isn't going to be as good as what it's going to do tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And that's that's what we talk about. AI is taking over our jobs and stuff. We're seeing little snippets of it right now.
Right.
We've seen, in our, author world, we've seen audiobook narrators being edged out of their jobs because AI narration is getting better.
Yeah.
We've seen, cover artists. We're seeing it now with authors. It's a scary thing. And right now we have nothing that we can do to fight back.
Right.
We're all seeing it. We're all seeing our books being used, and we have zero to do other than a class action lawsuit.
Right.
And that's going
Right.
to be a slap on the wrist for Meta, and they're going to pay, everybody 25 cents each and, fake little apology letter. And that's it.
Yep.
They'll continue to do what they're doing.
Right. Right. And the pirate site that they're using, that in itself is just like, why use a pirate site?
Because it was free to them.
Right.
Like they knew they were doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They were 100% knew they were doing something wrong. They just got caught. It's easier to say I'm sorry than it is to ask permission.
Right. Right. It's less expensive to say I'm sorry than it is to ask for permission, unless they get a judge that has a thing up their butt for AI.
Even then, though, companies that are too big to fail will never be taken down enough to make them fail.
Right.
So the punishment will never be enough to make them stop. It'll just make them pause for a little bit or change tack and do something different that'll take longer for people to find out.
Yeah, somebody said all her books that were in KU were in that, and then somebody said, well, none of my books were in KU. So it's like they were trying to find the source of where the books are coming from. Pirates go anywhere.
Yeah. If your stuff has been online, guaranteed a pirate can get to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
or you've given away free copies and
in the list that I'm looking at here, I want to see if I can find it. Submission therapy listed under my name and Wilson Rowe.
Oh, wow.
That wasn't under my name, but for a blip in time before it was moved to Rosalind Sparks.
Yep.
And it's listed here in the 31 results. That is an old version of that book.
Yes.
Listing. Like, who knows where they got it from? And that was, God, I'm talking like 2009, 2010, maybe 2011. Like that was like one of the first ones I worked on with Wilson under those names.
Yes.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I know you. I remember it under yours, and then you changed that.
Yeah, we like decided we're gonna move any of that erotica stuff over to Rosalind Sparks, and then I think we even changed the name of it too after that.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, that's old, but it's in the list.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yes. Oh, good. Well, I mean, I go through mine, look up J.E. Taylor, and then you'll go through and then you'll start to see scientific books. It's really funny. I'm like, no, that's not me.
Let me see. Let me look up.
Yes.
J.E. Taylor. Oh, wait, what? Sorry, it's still pulling up my results. I got to pull up a new window.
No problem. Hold one moment. I'm still here, but I have to do this because he's loud.
I got 169 results when I typed in your name.
Yeah, but
holy hell.
Yeah, I mean, and I know I have like 70 some books, but a lot of them are the scientific ones when you scroll.
Lord, yeah, it has your entire collection.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh.
Now you're to the scientific ones.
Wow, impressive. Yes. Generalized potential formulations for elastics of I can't even read that word.
Yes, I'm like, okay. I would like to be scientifically minded, but no. Yes, my Kickstarter funded and went well. So, yes.
Motion of multi-phase junctions under prescribed phase boundary velocities. Good Lord, Jane.
Yes, I will wear my smart hat. I will pretend that's me. No, that's not.
That's impressive.
Yes. So I'm like, I saw that and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I scrolled and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. So
Anita, if you're still watching, how many of your books do they have? Josh, have you looked up yours? I know you're still watching. Like this is, I mean, I shouldn't look. I didn't want to look to begin with because I was like, I know this is going to be bad. And then I
yes.
looked and I was like, it just made me feel sick to my stomach.
Yeah, and I'm almost
Hello,
like,
Rebecca.
hi, Rebecca. I'm almost like, I mean, that's the collective.
Yeah, I mean,
What do we do about that? You know,
I
the
want to
heavy
get angry
sigh.
and, I can't do anything. I can just go, oh.
Yes. Uh,
And we got a Regine.
yes. Yes.
So yeah, it's just a big bummer.
Yep. So those nasty pirates. You know, could we like issue some spell on them? Some deep dark spell that sort of like goes out over the world and finds them and gives them some itchy disease.
I'm sure we'd have to pay somebody to curse them and it would be more expensive.
Yeah. So
It's never worth it because it always rebounds on you anyways.
yes.
Rebecca's buying a tiny home. Okay.
Oh, neat.
The article search said about 7, but when she actually searched LibGen, nothing. Well, that's a positive if when you actually searched in LibGen, nothing came up.
Well, does that mean
They were taken down?
Maybe.
I mean, not being on the pirate site's better than being on the pirate site.
But apparently we were on the site at one time. Trying not succeeding. Okay.
Oh. Send all the good vibes her way then so she can get her tiny house.
Yes.
We need some good vibes. I don't know. This just, like I said, it put a bad taste in my mouth because I know there's nothing that's going to get done about it. And even if they do get found guilty and punished, the punishment is never going to be enough to make them stop. It's just going to keep going.
Right.
They just find new ways to go around it.
Yeah, I haven't even gone out to the LibGen site. So, you know, that was another one. I haven't gone there. I've just looked in the list that they had through that.
And for the longest time, I just ignored the pirate sites because I always figured, you know, if they're pirating, they weren't going to buy anyways.
Right.
Just try and ignore that and focus on, you know, readers who do want to, you know,
right, spend the money or buy the pretties.
Yeah. Control your controllables. Yeah, I mean that's the way to think about it.
Exactly.
But, you know, seeing that it just leaves a sick taste in your mouth.
It does.
Yeah, and there are websites too that cater to sending those DCMA notices for a price. Everything comes with a price.
Oh yeah, I had one at one time, and it went under, and they stopped doing it. So it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, but this lovely. Hold on, I'm going to share it in a minute. I got to get this up. Is coming. Yep, is coming out in April. Share, make it big. There.
Oh, hello.
Yes. Yep, book 1 is coming out in April.
Okay.
April 15th. Yes, I chose tax day, but it's Tuesday, so you can do your taxes, eat tacos, and read this.
I like
it. So yes, and then that is the first book. The second book is coming out in the Kickstarter first, because I'm doing a Kickstarter this summer, and I shared the cover of that with you. Do you want me to share it here?
Yeah, because you shared it with me. You shared it before the show went live.
Yes, I did.
You got to show them the pretties too.
Yes, exactly. So let's see. Oh, I have to find it again. Hold on. All right. Let's go here. And the text in that the typesetting will be holographic foil. So that's going to be pretty.
Why is Regine calling on the Fae? Come on now.
or was that or is that the spells? Yes. No.
Yeah, and it went bad. It always
Yes.
ends up going bad.
Yeah. I've been reading a lot of
Don't send bad vibes out. Only send good vibes out.
yes, good vibes. And you know, I'm excited for that one as well. So yeah, I'm immersed in Fae right now. With the last book and the new one I'm writing and the urban fantasy one that I'm reading. Yes. But yes, holographic foil. Yes. It's going to be pretty. I can't wait to get my sample, but I got to get the front cover pages from my artist before I do that. Because I'm getting two different scenes, one for the front, one for the back of the book.
They are fun
Yes.
to work with.
Yes,
Right.
they are.
To write, not work with.
Yes. 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 Knock on wood. Yes. You have to sort of remember all the different little things.
Always
Yeah.
go in with good intentions, okay? Good
Yeah.
intentions.
Yeah. The Fire and Fae book takes place completely in the Fae world. The new one that I'm writing is well, very briefly in the Fae world. And then they came to a post-apocalyptic Earth. So from really bad to worse.
Is that modern?
No, this is I haven't decided if it's after a meteor strike or a all-out atomic war. I think
132-ish.
Take it easy, Josh.
All right, take it easy, Josh.
Yeah. Yes. And the world went poof. Yeah, no. It's because of the goblins.
Okay.
The goblins and yeah, so post apocalypse and all of that. So it'll be kind of fun. So there's going to be factions and fighting and they have to figure out how to get their magic back.
Interesting.
Yes. Yes. It is.
I'm thinking like how Stella got her groove back, but fairy.
Yes. Not along those lines. It's more of a blood thing. I'll say that.
Too many Gen Z saw David Bowie as the Goblin King and called upon him. That's true.
Mhm.
Boy, he was a good Goblin King, though.
Yes, he was.
I'd be there in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sarah was stupid. What was she thinking?
I know. So how is your new release?
Oh, it's not released yet.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
No. It's not released yet. It is stuck in the editing cycle right now.
Okay.
You know, the perfection part of the editing cycle where like you're ready to release it, but let me just fix this. But wait, let me just fix this.
It can't be perfect.
Perfect. I know it can't be perfect.
Yeah, Rebecca read the first, she was my beta reader for the first draft of Whispers of Fire and Fae too. So it has changed a bit since she sent me her notes. Very good notes.
Notes.
Yes.
No, we're just at that stage where, remember, it's not my book. I'm on there. I'm on there, credited as an author. But Virginia's got to be ready with it.
Yeah.
And she wants to make sure it is as perfect as can be, and I understand that.
Right.
But I think there's also a little anxiety attached to it because this is the first release in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just kind of making sure all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, everything is, where it's supposed to be. Rebecca, by the way, you have a message.
Yes.
She's editing this one.
Ah,
As I
okay. So she's in perfection hell too. I'll put it
And we
that
can all
way.
laugh about it because we all know what perfection hell looks like.
Yes, yes. Well, my editor was supposed to get it back to me by this weekend, but that was the original time frame
Hmm.
for one book, not 2.5, not 147,000 words.
Good Lord.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah. Uh, so it's so she says, I think it's going to be about Tuesday. I said, that's fine. Take your time. So,
I think we all have our different levels of perfection hell too.
yes. Yeah, I got to the point, and I was going through and BookBrush, I love their repeats. Their thing that shows you repeated phrases, repeated this and repeated that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, holy crap, I have a lot of cleaning up to
I use
do.
Pro Writing Aid,
Yep.
and it does the highlights with the colors, so you can like see how close they are, which is
Oh
nice.
yeah. Yeah.
It, it really helps. And sometimes
Did
you're
I
like, no, that just has to be there. Some repetitions
Mhm.
were there because they were meant to be.
Mhm.
You're making that statement, you're pounding that statement into their heads.
Did
Especially
I say
nonfiction.
BookBrush?
Yes.
It's Pro Writing Aid. I've been in BookBrush doing things today with ads and stuff. No, Pro Writing Aid. That's
So yeah.
yeah. That's the one with the, where you go through and you can see all your echoes, you can see all your repeat phrases, you can see all your repeat words. And
Yes.
yeah, I got
It's
that cleaned
helpful.
up. It
So
is.
helpful.
It is, especially since in the first draft, I am very, very, I have tendencies
We all
that I
have our crutch
repeat.
words that we lean
Yes.
on.
Yep.
And that's why that
Exactly.
helps, because then you're like, oh, I see that. Okay, now I can change it. Oh, I see that
Yep.
one. I'm going to leave it there because I want it to be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I tend to use a lot of the same, in the first draft, a lot of the same actions for emotions and things like that.
Mhm.
So I have to go back and clean it up. And that's when I use,
Yeah.
give me this phrase, show me different ways of saying this.
Yep. And back to the whole AI thing. It's
Yep.
where is the line crossing on when it's becoming bad versus when it's being used as intended as a co-pilot for your creativity.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I've always done for Google and things like that when I have, the brain fart on a word.
Yeah.
Or I want to say this in a fresh way. What are the options that are out there? And then I pick and choose and make it my own.
Yeah, and I think we all have different levels of what we, think is acceptable versus not acceptable.
Right.
But the ultimate end is AI is taking over a lot of what we do.
Right.
And when it comes that point, it is definitely on the negative side. And
Yes.
where do we cut that off?
Well, I mean, when I was in like high school and college, you went to the library and you looked at books to find the resources, or you looked at a dictionary or a thesaurus and all of this stuff. So you had to put more work into it to come to the same conclusion that you do today.
Yes. Research was a lot harder back then.
Yes. What we have at our fingertips is a time saver if we're not plagiarizing it.
Right.
So, so it's a catch-22 and yeah, found and answered. Oh,
no,
okay.
she
answered you. Okay.
She's on the editing team for this. So
yeah.
When I get an editing question, I'm like, wait, let me ask the editor.
Yes. Yes. Where does that comma go?
I think in this case it was citations.
Okay, all right.
We
Yeah,
have citation
citation.
questions because it's very heavily cited.
Yeah, yeah. So, oh yeah, because it's nonfiction.
It's nonfiction, but it's not academic. It's still nonfiction self-help.
Right.
So, the questions become, is this CMOS? Is this MLA? Is this APA? Which citation model are we supposed to use? If it's for nonfiction, I lean on to CMOS for almost everything,
Yeah.
whether it's fiction or nonfiction, as long as it's not academic. But if it's going academic, then we got to look at AP style, and everything requires its own way to do stuff. Editing hell, gotta love it.
Yes, that's editing hell. Yes. I like the makeup stuff in my head outside of, okay, I have this word, but I need another word for it.
Well, the general rule of thumb, especially with nonfiction, if it's not academic, is as long as you are consistent with what you do, it's okay.
Yes.
As long
Okay.
as it's not academic, consistency is what the rule is. You can screw something up as long as you screw it up the entire way through. It is technically accepted.
Okay.
See, now she's saying it should be AP. Uh-oh, because I think we use CMOS as the.
Oops, are you there? Oh.
Did I jump out for a second?
Yeah, you froze for a second.
See,
you want to talk about this.
I'm thinking, wait, we were playing CMOS rules.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I'm not the editor this time. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, APA. Okay, is that?
Yeah, AP and APA you can use interchangeably.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one style versus MLA, which is usually educational, and then CMOS is pretty much everything else.
Okay. Yeah. I don't write nonfiction.
This is why I'm glad I'm not the editor this time.
Yeah, all this stuff is already in my head, and I'm just, throwing shit at the paper from in here.
Speaking of, does anybody need anything edited?
Yes.
I need work.
Katie needs work, people. Yes. So fiction writers who are watching this, Katie needs work.
Yeah,
And
do you
she's
know
good.
the differences? I'm just glad I'm not the editor on that one this time because I
Yes.
wrote it, so I can't edit it.
Right. Well, that's
Never
good.
edit your own stuff.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Especially when you use the Shatner comma.
Love the Shatner comma. I'm never taking out my Shatner comma.
Shatner comma deficient. So we work beautifully together. We somehow came out even. We didn't go into the walking comma.
Oh, that's a whole other level of comma.
Yes.
Shut up, Rebecca. Shut up.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you got the Oxford comma, then the Shatner comma, then the walk-in comma.
Yes. Yeah. Mine's just the ghost comma.
I use so many commas, it's not funny. I love
it. I still struggle with that. I use it when I think it makes sense, but sometimes, Yeah. I'm learning. I am learning from all my editors stuff that comes back. I am so learning when I'm supposed to use it.
I also like M dashes too. And I know that's a controversial topic.
Oh, I love M dashes. I like it better than the semicolon.
That's our generation. Yeah, I hate semicolons.
Yes.
I can't stand semicolons. But I think that's our generation. We prefer the M dash and the comma versus anything else.
Yes. Yes. Those are the special ones for us. And I like that you're including me in your generation.
Of course.
Oh, yes. And yeah, this year I have a special birthday.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
I'll be in Bermuda. What?
You'll be what?
I'll be in Bermuda.
Oh, good. That's a great way to celebrate.
Is it what?
Is it
what? The big what?
with a 0 on the end.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I'm not
And-
saying it.
and then-
I'm not outing you. I know which one you're talking about.
Yes. And it's not 50. 50's young.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But no, it just doesn't seem so bad now. Now that I'm
good.
here, it's funny because now that you're at these ages that you used to think was ancient when you were 20,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, no, it's not ancient. I still, I still have a lot more, and I'm like, actually, it's a lot less than what I've been through. You start thinking, oh, okay, oh shit, the Grim Reaper is gonna come someday sooner than I want.
No, thank you.
Yeah, nope, nope. I'll just take whatever fountain of youth I can find and go running that way.
I'd like to go back to being 20 again.
Yeah, like 25.
That's a good age.
That's
Yeah.
a good age. That's so
I
25-year-olds.
do
That's a good age, people.
It is.
Your
so
body
young,
doesn't
you're
hurt
so
when you get
vital.
up.
You're not creaking and cracking when you get up.
Exactly. So, yes. Is that why we write such young people in our books?
Yeah, I think so. We want to relive the best ages.
Yep.
I don't do high school for that reason, though, because high school is not the best age.
Yeah. Well, I've done a few high school.
Early
ones.
20s was my favorite time.
Yep. Yeah. Well, yeah, because 30,
Mid-20s.
30, I had kids.
Yeah, I had mine 23. 23.
Okay. Yep. No, I waited until I was 30 and 35.
I had my last one at 31.
Okay. Okay.
So early
Yeah.
20s, that was my heyday.
Yep. That was, the BC time. We call it BC, before kids, before children, not
Before
BK,
children,
BC,
yeah.
before children.
Oh man.
Yes.
Speaking of children, I'm gonna go visit my daughter tonight. Yay!
Oh
I love when
that's
I get to go
good.
visit them.
yeah. Yes,
It's so weird
I
to think I'd go visit them. They don't live that far away, but
yes,
it's their own domain,
yes.
and I'm allowed to enter.
It was, I mean, even when we were in Connecticut and Vicky had her house in Enfield and we'd go visit her, it's a novelty. and they feed you.
I know, and they cook good food.
They feed you. It's special.
I have yet to do the thing I always promised I would. You know how kids destroy your house all the time, and I wanted to throw things around and move things and mess them up and be like, "Ha, see how that feels." I've never done it actually.
Just bring piles of stuff on. Just piles of stuff in, and just leave it on the table. Oh, sorry.
Mess stuff up now. I always wanted to.
Yeah.
I've never actually done it though.
No, I've done my kids' dishes because when I
Mhm.
get there, you're just like, oh, look, they have a sink full of dishes. I'll do them.
Right.
Yes, or to help them with their laundry and stuff when they are so woefully
You
behind
never
on
stop
things.
being mom, do you? You
No,
never stop.
never. No, it's a rite of passage that you never quite, get through. You never stop
Wait, what did I
worrying.
get?
You never stop whatever.
Oh, sorry. I
Oh.
thought I had clicked it.
Oh.
Katie's heyday.
Yes.
You haven't seen the pictures. Trust me.
Oh yes, I have albums of pictures downstairs.
So do I.
we have a wall of photo albums,
I have
literally.
an album nobody gets to see.
Ah. Yeah, I have one of pre-marriage. that has all of, from a kid to college, and then I met him. And then we started the rest. He has one of the same, but his is much tamer than mine.
To
So,
add the album to my burn if I die. Do not look, just burn this.
put it in a time capsule.
There are some bad pictures in there.
I never had the big hair, but I had the feathered hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
the 80s hair, yes.
Oh, yeah. That would
There
be
we
cool.
go.
There we
There we
go.
go. I should start an OnlyFans with all the naughty pictures from my youth.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no. That would be fun though.
But this gets them talking. See, I used to say that too, but then I look back and it was back in the days when you had film canisters.
Yes.
This is why they're all printed albums.
Yep.
There are evidence of things that
There
went on.
are. Yes.
It's not
When we
online.
when we moved, we threw a whole bunch of just, regular photos away because we had like totes full of just photos with not in albums.
Boxes.
The ones that didn't go into the album. So yes.
Shoeboxes filled, packed with old
Yep.
photos. I used to love taking photos when I was younger.
Oh yeah. I'm still the photo one that takes all the pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
online evidence of these. Thankfully.
Right. Yes, thankfully. Yes, thankfully. And I have not digitalized them yet.
Nor will I. That's why I said I need to put a thing on there. Burn this if I die.
Yes, yes. Or just dig a hole in the back.
It's smart. Become the family photographer. That's it.
Yes, yes. Yep. My dad is the family photographer. Yep. And I was always the one taking pictures at school. So a lot of the pictures are of my friends. There are very few of me. But there are some. Some are kind of compromising.
Things we got up to when we didn't really have
Yes,
internet.
yes, exactly. We didn't have it. Thankfully, we didn't have internet. I
Oh,
can't
man.
imagine, Oh yeah. But no, I mean, I had a good camera because my dad was a camera buff. My grandfather was a camera buff, so I always had a camera.
Oh, back in the day when cellular phones were just invented, I was going to do something fun, leave the damn phone at home. Yeah, I remember thinking back when my brother, who was 10 years older than me,
Yeah.
got his first phone. And I remember looking at him and being like, why would you have a leash where somebody can get a hold of you all the time whenever they wanted? I remember thinking that. And now I'm like, I can't go anywhere without my stupid phone.
I know. I know. Well, I mean, I had a phone in my bedroom and it had the cord and it was, oh yeah, you'd sit there and you'd wind it around your finger and you'd talk for hours on it.
You had the one in the kitchen that you would like pull to the longest it could go so you could be away from everybody to talk.
Yep. Yeah, that was before I got the phone in my room. I think I was 16 when I got the phone in my room. So and I had that phone and that phone number until I moved out of Connecticut.
Wow.
5 years ago. So I had that phone number from I was 15 or 16 when I got that.
Wow.
So yeah.
Hold on to a phone number that long. That's crazy.
Yep. Because I moved with me.
Rebecca said she had Regine before she had a cell phone.
Yeah.
But I always did have a camera with me because I took a lot of dang photos.
Yes. Yep. I always had the instant one, and then it would go. And the people today don't know the pain of having to go and wait to see whether
you never knew
photos were
or
crap,
not.
and you had to pay for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And and like half your pictures would be blurry or
Yeah.
the red eye or
Oh yeah,
something.
you know the age of the demon possession. Oh, oh wow.
Oh wow, and Nate only got one in 2020 and still doesn't use it. Oh,
No,
that's sold out.
we only had one phone for many years.
No.
One so,
Oh no, you can't leave your phone at home. You can't. Nowadays, with all tracking and stuff, because I have a tracking app for my
Yep.
kids.
Yep.
They track me more than I track them. If I
Yep.
go somewhere weird, my oldest daughter's like, "What you doing over there, Mom?"
Yep.
Damn it, stop it.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Thank you. Yes, nobody in today's generation will ever understand that pain.
Right, exactly.
Oh.
Uh, yeah, now we just have these things that they take really good photos.
Which the lenses keep multiplying.
Yes, I know. I have what, 2 in there? Do you have
Yeah.
what, 3?
I
Yeah.
have 1 on my last one. I have 3 on this one. Like my son-in-law has 5
Oh, I
on
have
his. I'm
3.
like, what is with this? They're just multiplying.
I just looked. I'm like, oh, I have 3.
Really old thing, didn't I?
Oh, that's funny. I don't think I ever did that. I don't think I ever did that. Because
It
I
got
had the
easier
kind
when
that
we
you
got
had to,
It got easier when we got to the digital age, where you
Yes.
could see the preview of your photo
be, yes,
before doing anything.
exactly.
Yeah, but back in the film days, I
I
wasted
never,
so much
I
film.
never left the thing on because I had to focus it.
I always got in the habit of taking 2 pictures for every 1 picture because one of them was bound to be screwed up. And
Oh,
if I
okay.
took 2 of everything, so in
Yep.
my shoebox is full of pictures. There's like all kinds of duplicates for that reason.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
Pretty much. Oh no, forgot
Yes.
to blow in the camera. Oh,
Yes, that's always a bummer when you forgot to do that.
that's when you took the best picture.
Yes, and you're like all excited about it, and then you go to rewind, and I'm like, there's nothing in this thing. Or you never forwarded it, so everything's on one.
Oh, that hurts.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
That hurts.
Oh,
Oh, what's going to be today's generation's version of that?
I don't know. And I think of we full circle back to the AI thing. It's like they can make the picture now.
With 5 fingers or 5 fingers. I can't see.
7 fingers? 7 fingers? Or 3 fingers? Or 3 fingers?
Your alien fingers, yeah.
Alien?
Yeah, my brain is shutting down now. I can't
That's
talk
okay.
anymore.
I know. and you've got to go to Allie's. So.
Yes. Oh no, when you expose the film and you lose all the good pictures that you'd taken. Yes. God, we had so many, like, we had to be so careful.
Yes. And
I do wonder, what is today's gen? Gen, was it Alpha now? We're in Gen Alpha, or are we in Gen Beta already?
I have no idea. I don't know what
either one, whether it's Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Gen Beta. What is going to be their pain point that they're giggling about when they're in their 40?
The 3 fingers.
I think theirs is going to be the fact that there is too much evidence publicly available.
Yes.
I mean, we joke about, we might have evidence that ain't public. No one's finding it.
Right.
But
Exactly.
theirs will be public. So maybe that is their pain point.
Yes. So every stupid thing that they've done and documented online is going to come back to haunt them. Which is why I try not to be stupid online. Try, operative word. Try. Yes.
I'm going to put a note, destroy the evidence if I die.
Yes. Don't write, do not share on internet, because just do not share, just burn, they will share.
Yeah. On that
Anyway,
note,
on that note, yes,
it's been a
yes,
good chat this week, guys.
it is. It is. We'll see you in 2 weeks, the 5th.
Hopefully. Like I said
Hopefully,
at the
we'll
beginning of the
see.
show, it's 2025. All
Yep.
bets are off.
Well, yeah, because on the 5th, I think I'm free.
We plan for the 5th.
Okay.
Knock on wood. We'll
Yes.
see you guys later. Thanks
Bye
for
all.
watching.